All right. Are you there? Okay, I'm just making sure you're there. Okay, so it says the radius of, we're looking at the question that says, what element am I? The radius of my most common ion is larger than my atomic radius. All right, so the radius of the ion is larger than the atomic radius. All right, and then it also says that he is the smallest atom in his group. So he's also the smallest. Hey, Tia, hit your mute. Here, you can keep watching, but you can mute you. All right? No, you're fine. Okay. All right. And then here's our choices. All right, so these are the answer choices. All right, it could be beryllium, radium, oxygen, or polonium. So let's take a look at what all of this is saying. So first off, the element's the smallest in its group. So what I know about the atomic radius trend is that they get larger down and left. So if I'm looking for the smallest one, I want to go the opposite way of the trend. The answer, therefore, all right, is going to be the one that is furthest right and furthest up. So let's take a look at the periodic table and see which ones we can automatically get rid of. All right, so one of our choices is beryllium. All right, hey, look, beryllium is actually a good choice. He's at the very top of his group, therefore he is the smallest of his group, so we can't get rid of beryllium. Our next choice is radium. Radium is a terrible option. He is the largest in his group, not the smallest, so I know that radium is not the correct answer. Oxygen is the very top of his group. He is a good possible answer. We can't get rid of him yet. Polonium is near the bottom of his group. Therefore, bad answer. He's big, not small, so it can't be polonium. So I know it's beryllium or oxygen. All right. Let's go to this other fact. The radius of the ion is larger than the atomic radius. So what we need to know is, okay, well, what does ion mean? Well, to be an ion, that means that we are moving electrons, all right? If it's a cation, then it's positive, and that means that we have lost electrons. These are just general chemistry facts. If it's an anion, that means we're negative, and we have gained electrons. Now, one of these processes would make the radius larger. All right, remember, we're looking for the radius that is larger. Well, which one? What makes something larger? Losing particles or gaining particles? The answer is gaining particles. So we want whichever of the remaining options is an anion when he becomes an ion. So if we look at beryllium, well, beryllium's predicted charge is +2. Oxygen's predicted charge is -2. Which one is the anion? Oxygen. Oxygen has to gain electrons to become an ion, therefore the radius of his ion is larger than his radius when he is not an ion.